right, and last one, best one, baby. It's episode 14 of this insurance mini-series being presented by Paragon Roofing. So grateful to each and every one of you that have watched through these first 13 episodes. Maybe you just had some frequently asked questions and you came straight to episode 14. Glad you're here. So right here, we're going to get into some FAQs that come along with the insurance claim process. These are questions that we've been asked a lot, and I wanted to touch on them. And these answers are a little bit longer. I went through and answered all of these the way that I would answer those. And so I'm going to read these to you as we go through to wrap up this mini series. So we get asked, I don't want to say all the time, but a good bit, am I required to pay my deductible? And the short answer to this is yes. Homeowners are required to pay their insurance deductibles before the insurance company covers the remaining repair costs. It's illegal for contractors to offer to waive or to eat deductibles. This could lead to legal issues or insurance complications, so always be upfront with your contractor and the insurer about the deductible. What should I do immediately after my home is damaged? This is like, I'm at home, a hailstorm happens, now what? So first, protect the property and make any temporary repairs to prevent further damage. This continues to align with your duties after a loss. Then remember, contact a licensed contractor, have them come out and perform an inspection, and only file an insurance claim after a licensed professional has inspected and documented the extent of the damage and see if it makes sense to file an insurance claim. Does my insurance policy cover this type of damage? So again, homeowners should review their insurance policy and understand what specific types of coverages or damages are actually covered, whether it be wind, hail, flood, whatever it may be. Make sure those are covered, and be aware that there's different common exclusions such as wear and tear or flooding that may not be covered in standard policies. And so just make sure if you have any questions, double check with your insurance agent. Keep in mind, if it's a standard sort of act of God, if you will, more often than not, those are going to be covered, but you want to know before that happens. How does the claims process work and what can I expect? Well, had they watched this insurance mini-series, they would know. But we do get asked that, hey, how's this process work? What can I expect? So the process will generally begin when the claim gets filed, and then that gets accompanied by photo documentation, repair estimates. Then the insurance adjuster is going to come out and inspect the property, and at that time is when the estimate gets provided, is once we know what we're estimating for. It's really hard for a contractor to write an estimate for damages when we don't know what the prescription is going to be from the insurance company. So after the insurance adjuster meeting happens and we know what the coverage is, that's when the estimates need to get involved. And then so the timeline from filing a claim to receiving payment can vary from just a few weeks up to a few years, depending on if it has to go through legal battles. So the insurance claim process can be very swift, or it can be an absolute nightmare. So how do I choose the right contractor, and does my carrier need to approve them? So typically you're free to choose any contractor that you trust as long as they're licensed and insured. So your insurance company may not necessarily need to approve the contractor, but it's important that that contractor abides by all local building codes and also is willing to provide a detailed scope of work of all of the line items, Big Mac, that are going to be required to perform your restoration. So be very cautious if your insurance company is pushing a vendor on you. How is the value of my claim determined, and what is depreciation? So the insurance company determines the value based on the cost to actually repair or replace the damaged property, minus the depreciation for wear and tear age, and that gives you your actual cash value amount. The depreciation may, depending on your policy, be able to be recovered when the job gets done. And so providing accurate documentation of the damage and the cost of repairs is definitely key to ensuring that you're fairly compensated from your insurance company. So again, I really appreciate each and every one of you that always support us in everything that we're doing. If there's any questions that you have, we're always here. And like I said at the beginning of this, I love answering questions. I love engaging with any viewers or any questions that get dropped. And so I wanted to leave y'all with this. When homeowners are informed and educated on the insurance claim process, they hold the power. With knowledge on their side and real damage to back them up, it becomes nearly impossible to lose. At Paragon Roofing, we're here to guide you through every step because knowledge is your greatest asset. Thank you again, and I look forward to seeing you on the next series.